Hey everyone, welcome to the reading. We're going to see what the message is today. Thank you guys for your support. Welcome new subscribers. Thanks, my voice. Thank you for your likes, your comments, and your support as always, guys. I appreciate it a lot. Okay, so let's see. What's the message today from Spirit? What do your spirit guides need you to know at this time? What's happening here in the collective? What's the message? Justice in reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. Wow, they came out all in the reverse. So we're starting out with justice in reverse. Something here is corrupt. Something here is not legal. Someone is about to get their karma, okay? Okay, I might need a drink, something. Somebody is being exposed. Somebody is going to be held accountable. They can't manipulate anymore, okay? People are seeing through some sort of deception. Now, I don't know if this is about someone being in an absolute nightmare or someone is trying to come out of a nightmare. Let's see what this is. Why is justice in reverse here for the collective? Why is justice in reverse here? A King of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. And the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, so it looks like as the wheel turns for this King of Cups, they're blocked, okay? This person did something that was unjust, unfair, maybe even illegal, and now this person is blocked. That's their wheel of karma right there. You're blocked. So what's the Five of Swords reverse? The High Priestess. Yeah. The World and Death in reverse. Okay, so there's something here that you know. I feel like you are the High Priestess. You saw through something. Someone couldn't manipulate you, okay? Or you see through people's deception. Something that you know or something that you have seen is closing out the cycle. Death in reverse. We'll have to see what that is. Okay, hold on. I need something to drink. Let's see. Why is the Nine of Swords in reverse, please? The Seven of Cups in reverse. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, okay. So you see through some sort of an illusion here when it comes to someone lying, cheating, stealing, scamming, doing something criminal or possibly illegal. The Ten of Pentacles. Trying to steal a lot of money. Someone's trying to steal a great fortune. Okay. We have the Nine of Swords here at the bottom as well. So tell me more about justice in reverse, please. The Ten of Swords. So this King of Cups tried to betray someone here. Okay. And whatever this was, again, corrupt, illegal. Okay. They try to betray you. The Five of Wands in reverse. And this person thought, apparently, that betraying you and stabbing you in the back would solve their problems. Solve their problems, huh? Yeah, main female. Or this King of Cups thought a main female would solve their problems. Yeah, but this person can't end you. This person cannot create some sort of endings for you. Coffin in reverse. This person cannot cause endings for you. Oh well, okay. Tell me about this King of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. This person tried to free themselves from some sort of imprisonment. The Five of Pentacles, yeah, but that's what they're getting. This is their wheel of karma. Man, I can feel it. It's like stuck right here. Five of Pentacles, that's poverty, that's being left out in the cold, that's being in lack, that's loss, strength, and the Ace of Wands. So this person tried to get some sort of control over the situation. They tried to take some sort of action. They tried to free themselves from some sort of entrapment, okay? So basically what I'm getting is this is someone that thought that they could just betray you and it would get them off the hook for something that they did. What's the Wheel of Fortune? And they didn't feel bad about it either. Despair in reverse. They have no remorse for this. For these messages. So this King of Cups thought that using some sort of messages or some sort of communication or some sort of letters, this would get them out of imprisonment. Okay, tell me about these messages. Of lies. Messages with lies. But they don't have any more protection. Now they have no more power, okay? Because these messages are all based on lies. Yes, they are not going to manifest exactly what they want. This person is not able to keep a positive mindset. They're not getting the abundance, okay? No, time is up. Time's up for them. They ran out of time with these messages here. They ran out of time. Man, my throat, okay. They ran out of time to create endings for you. So now they're blocked. Why are they blocked? Because of this community, because of something to do with a wealthy man and a community. Okay, so it has something to do with money. They're blocked because of a wealthy man in the community. Something about a great fortune, right? So tell me about them being blocked. The Devil, they're tied to whatever they did. So they're attached to it, right? So this King of Cups tried very hard. Man, I'm sorry if this is so annoying to listen to me talk this way. But I feel like they tried to get themselves unattached to something that they had done and thought that they could dump this on you by betraying you. And they thought this would solve their problems, but they're still attached to it. And that's why their path is blocked now, okay? Tell me about Five of Swords reverse. Seven of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. This person was trying to defend something to do with money or a money investment or a money bribe. What's this Ace of Pentacles? Paradise. This has to do with happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness. They thought they could defend themselves with some sort of happiness. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Happiness, expansion, joy. I like you. Okay? Or maybe these are the messages. So why is the High Priestess here with World? Because of some sort of messages or information, some sort of communication. You know something. Four of Swords, you know something without even having to say it, okay? It's like you know something silently. You know things and you're at peace with it. Okay. The Lovers, about a relationship. You know things that have been communicated about a relationship. About a marriage. About a marriage or a wedding ring. Or something here about a marriage or a wedding is closing out this cycle. Some sort of communication about a relationship. So what's Death in reverse? Privileged lady in reverse. Imprisonment. They couldn't cause you endings. They couldn't entrap you. They wanted to imprison you. They wanted to trap you. By manipulating. By creating manipulation. By lying. Justice. So this King of Cups really thought that if they lie to the justice system, or they lie to the authorities, or they lie to justice, that it would free them from imprisonment and they would dump it on you. So basically this person wanted a scapegoat and they thought that they could scapegoat you. The problem though is you already know the truth about everything. So how are they going to trap someone that knows the truth and speaks the truth, huh? Right. So what's Nine of Swords reverse? Chariot. This person thought that they were going to be able to move forward. Yeah, the Six of Swords, and get away with something. This group of people, this whole community really thought that they are going to be able to get away with something and move on with it. And they weren't worried about it either. They really thought that they could steal a great fortune, or they could steal a lot of money and they were going to get away with it. But now it's being exposed. There's no confusion here. What's the Seven of Cups reverse? Something is coming out about a relationship. About a relationship. A Queen of Cups. Something about a Queen of Cups and a relationship. Why is that important? Bad health. Because they try to put you in bad health to steal a great fortune. That was the plan anyways. That was the plan, okay? So the plan was put you in bad health, get rid of you, or imprison you in some sort of way. And then they run off with the money and scapegoat you at the same time. And someone here is not heartbroken, not hurt, not grieving. Again, with despair in reverse, it's like, what is this? Someone that has no emotions? Like somebody has no remorse, no guilt, no nothing. When it comes, someone here is not balanced at all. Why is that coming out? Heartbroken in reverse. Because it's about a cycle ending. The Three of Cups. This has to do with a group of people. This whole group of people that took some sort of action thinking that it would close out a cycle. Yeah, and they all worked together to do it. So because they were all working together, they thought they had the upper hand, or... Yeah, but Wheel of Fortune said, surprise, surprise, okay? Yeah, a whole group of people coming for one High Priestess. Surprise. I bet they weren't expecting that, right? No, you're not going to be trapped. Look at this. They were not listening to their intuition when they thought they could get out of this trap. 1111 on the clock when I said that. So they thought this was going to happen. Look, they thought this was going to happen. They were going to trap a High Priestess, okay? Wait, I have 10%. 10% battery. Hold on. So they thought they were going to trap a High Priestess. But they did not listen to their intuition. They're not High Priestesses. When they thought that they would get themselves out of imprisonment, when they thought that they would switch with you, right? This King of Cups really thought they could get themselves out of the trap. Four of Pentacles, and they really thought that they could hold on to all this wealth, all this money. Don't tell me they put it in jewelry. Is that what this is? They thought they could hold on to all the money by putting it into jewelry? Putting it into like valuable items? The Hermit. That's for the detectives to find out. Who's the Hermit? Or this is how they thought they could do this in secret. Okay, they thought this was their secret strength. This is giving me like putting it in a safe, right? So they thought they could just put all this money into valuable items and then dump it in a safe or a safe deposit box. Is that what this is? But something's not going to work. Occupation in reverse. They're getting a message of concern that something's not working. They're getting a message of concern that something is not working. What do you mean? A breakup, separation, stop the pattern silent treatment. They've been unmasked. They've been unmasked. They can't pretend anymore. They can't personify, pretend, and hide something anymore. So their message of concern is they can't pretend something anymore. They can't hide this anymore. They can't lie about a relationship anymore and hide the money and hold on to the money now. Because the only way they can hold on to the money is by lying about a relationship, apparently. Okay. All right. Okay, so anything else now about this King of Cups facing his day of judgment? This has to do with a broken family, a family falling apart, a toxic family dynamic. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse. Somebody is losing family, losing everything. No family, no money, loss of everything. Heartbroken, the Moon. Someone here is heartbroken about their secrets, or this has to do with something in secret or something hidden. What is that? House in reverse. Someone is heartbroken about losing a house or moving out or not receiving something. Losing their wealth, losing something material, losing something that they've built. Pathway. What is this? Somebody that's healing their heart, free from a toxic relationship. Someone is secretly heartbroken that someone has freed themselves from a toxic relationship. A relationship evolving to the next phase. The Runner. What is this? Hold on. What does this mean? Someone is heartbroken, secretly heartbroken about losing family, losing wealth. This is someone's fears. Okay. The Two of Swords. Somebody is not seeing something clearly, or they don't know what to think. This is the truth about somebody not walking away or not being able to move on, or the truth is coming out about somebody not being able to move on, not being able to walk away. Heartbroken about a relationship evolving to the next phase. Huh? Now something is backfiring. Something was risky. Something was naive. Somebody did something reckless and it's backfiring now. Or is blocked. Okay, hold on. Help me understand this a bit better. What are we missing here? The Chariot. This has to do with moving forward. Or Cancer. A Cancer. Somebody in denial. Somebody not knowing what to think. Somebody not knowing what to do. Somebody not having clarity. The Nine of Wands in reverse. Giving up. Somebody that did not go with it. Somebody didn't go within about a love offer. Or somebody didn't think to go within about a love offer or a gesture. That's why somebody was not defensive. That's why somebody was not, that's why someone didn't have boundaries. What? When it comes to somebody working on a plan in the past or working together in the past or working on something in the past, a love offer, a relationship, this is why someone didn't go within about a situation. This is why someone didn't have their boundaries up or they didn't look for answers. Because they thought that this is what they want. This made them happy. This gave them satisfaction. This was their soul's desire. The Ten of Pentacles. Family, generational wealth, a lot of money. This group of people that tried to steal all of this money. This group of people that tried to steal a large fortune, a great fortune. The High Priestess. Or they didn't, or this is why they don't want something to be investigated. Judgment. Oh, this is why they don't want something to be investigated. Why do I feel like a bunch of cash was turned into like valuable items? And that's what they don't want someone to find out, or that's what they don't want the authorities to find out, is like, where'd all the items go? Where's all the jewelry? Like the last reading. Someone heartbroken. The Page of Pentacles, heartbroken about some sort of investment. Heartbroken about investments that they made, things that they invested into. What was invested into? A self-absorbed narcissist. High honor. It's about the things that they bought. Isn't it? I don't know why I'm getting that. It's like, so this King of Cups doesn't want the authorities to find out about the things that were bought or where they are or who has them, because it would show that it's them or something like that. What is that? Is that what this is? What is this? It's about what this group of people did with all this money. The Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles. This has to do with the King of Pentacles and a burden, feeling burdened, feeling like a lot of pressure here to create this illusion. That's why they have all this pressure to create an illusion about a King of Pentacles. Okay. This King of Swords with a relationship. That's why they have all this pressure to create a fake relationship with a King of Swords, to create an illusion with a King of Pentacles. That's why they feel so pressured to do this. Because of this ring. But why? They don't want it to be investigated. They don't want the ring to be investigated, or how they bought it, or I feel like there's even like more that they bought, if I'm being honest. If it's something about jewelry, investing into jewelry, it's giving me like making cash disappear. The Ace of Cups, the Queen of Swords, some sort of an illusion here when it comes to a relationship. A Queen of Swords or a new beginning in love. Judging someone. This is why they're trying so hard to have someone judged harshly. With manipulation. This King of Cups in reverse. That's why this King of Cups in reverse is trying so hard to judge someone because of what they did in the past with the ring. With jewelry. With jewelry. It's a ring. It's jewelry. What this King of Cups in reverse did in the past with some sort of money, a purchase, ring, or jewelry. The Emperor. Where's the jewelry? Things that they bought. It's what they invested into. It's things that they purchased, things that they bought. The Four of Swords. It's in a safe deposit box. Why is it giving me a safe? Why is this giving me like a safe? It's in a safe. It's in a deposit box. It's somewhere where they have it because they bought it. And they're trying to steal it and get away with it. It's giving me like literal pirates with a treasure chest full of like diamonds and gold. Really. And that's why this person is trying to free themselves from imprisonment, because they want this money. They want all this money. They want the riches. They want the gold. Or they think that when they get out of imprisonment, it's waiting for them. So the King of Cups in reverse feels like once they get out of imprisonment, all this money is sitting around waiting for them to like dig it up or pick it up from some sort of a safe deposit box. The Fool. They're just waiting to be free. Yeah, heavy Cancer. They're going to go on the run. They're going to go on the run. As soon as this King of Cups gets the chance, they're going to go on the run. And they're going to go get all that jewelry. Or that I feel like that's what it is. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That's why right now they don't have any money. That's why everybody looks broke. That's why everyone looks broke. That's why everyone looks like they don't have money, because the money is not literal money. It's jewelry. It's rings. It's jewelry. It's like gemstones. Isn't it? That's what they gave the Queen of Wands as a bribe. That's the bribes the Queen of Wands got, is jewelry. 5, that's why she looks broke. That's why this Queen of Wands looks like she's broke. Or that's how these people are making it look like they don't have anything. They're broke. We don't have any money. We didn't do any of this. We weren't a part of this. It's in jewelry. It's in valuable items. That's how this Queen of Pentacles has all that money. That's how she's gonna get paid one day. King of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. King of Swords in reverse, and that's why they don't want this to come to light. That's why they're lying. That's why they're lying. They don't want this to come to light. That's why they think that they can lie. They think that they can deny it. No, I didn't get bribes. No, I didn't get money. No, I didn't get this. There's no money. There's no this. There's no that. because it's in jewelry or it's in some sort of tangible items or something like that. Is that what you're telling me? The Hanged Man. This is how they think that they can solve their problems. Moment of enlightenment. This is how they think they won't have any problems. They won't have any issues. This is how they think they won't be attached to something here. They won't be attached to something with a broken family, a toxic family dynamic, or a family falling apart. This is how they think this is how they think no one will be attached to it. We won't have any attachments. No one's going to be attached to the money because we're not sending it through the bank. We're going to take it out of the bank and then we're going to buy jewelry with it? Or what is this? Why don't they just take cash? I don't know. It's something like that. Okay, hold on. Am I getting something wrong? Because either way, it's like obvious, isn't it? I mean, why does that matter? Why does it matter if they're putting a bunch of cash? Why do I feel like they're buying like, yo, you know what this is reminding me of? Okay, you know, like, what was it during COVID? There was like this thing on Reddit where they tried to push the silver shortage, right? Where everybody was like, buy a bunch of silver because it was cheaper than gold. And you could buy a bunch of, they were like trying to inflate the silver price, okay? So like during COVID, everybody on Reddit was like, buy silver, like silver to the moon. Do you guys remember that? Okay. Why is it giving me something like this? Precious metals. Precious metals. Maybe it's not ring or jewelry. Maybe it's like gold bars, silver bars. Because they think it's going to look like you're doing this. Because that's how they think it's going to look like you. Oh, so they think if they buy a bunch of precious metals like silver and gold, it's going to look like you're doing this? No. It's not you buying all this silver and gold. It's not you. They're not going to get out of this. They're not going to get out of this. This was not you buying all this stuff. It's not going to work. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Wheel of Fortune got you, whoever you are, buying all these precious metals and gemstones and jewelry. Yeah. That was the plan anyways. The 2 wands, that was the plan. That's how they thought they were going to get away with all this stuff and make it look like it's you. Because maybe you're someone like, look, if they're trying to steal a bunch of money, like let's say maybe you're also someone, because I remember that during COVID, the silver thing, okay? And I've always been someone that's like very wary as well of like, you know, what they say, like insurance for like, you know, your pension or, you know, just basically pension funds. Well, it depends. The States, I feel like, is a bit different than here in Europe, but I would not trust the government pension fund, okay? The way that is going here in Europe is like, one day you're going to get, you know, even if you're, especially if you're like self-employed, it's very tricky because, I don't know, I've always been kind of like wary of that because you have all of these different factors that go into it, like inflation, right? And then, you know, you don't know what's going to go bankrupt. And for me, it was always like, would I invest all my money into the bank? Because what if inflation hits? Like then your money is worthless. Doesn't even matter if you put it all to the side in the bank account, right? So I've always been someone that's kind of pondered with like, how can you put your money somewhere where it's like, it doesn't lose value? And especially during COVID, like all these things with inflation, it was like, I remember that. It was like, buy silver, like, you know, if the world goes to shit, you know, you can always just go down to the farm here around you and be like, I'll give you a coin of silver if you give me eggs, right? So I remember that. Okay, so I don't know if you're also someone that's like that, who's like, okay, I'd rather kind of, you know, Get some gold, get some silver. Get some jewelry, okay? Maybe you've looked into these kind of things. So if they know this about you, or maybe they even know that you've actually bought silver or gold in the past as, you know, just something to have on the side, just in case, okay, you know, world war breaks out. Maybe they know this about you. So is this how they're trying to hide the money and make it look like it's you? The Star and the Eight of Swords, they're trapped now, okay? Or that's why they're trying so hard to trap the Star. Because of everything that's in some sort of a safe, yo. Moment of enlightenment, because of everything they have in some fucking safe. Some fucking deposit box. And I swear it's like a bunch of gold or silver. I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting. It's either jewelry or like gems. But that silver download just hit me as well. So it could be something like that as well. And they might think this is why they have to get rid of you. This is why they have to get rid of you. This is why they have to take you out or put you in jail, because they want this safe. They want this deposit box, this King of Cups here. They want to hold on to it so bad. Look at them. King of Wands. What'd you do? Huh? Who's this? They want to hold on to it so bad. Oh, they're pirates. That's what they are. And that's funny because the download that I just got, I can't remember if it was this reading or the reading before, with a person that would, you know, put all of their money into things like watches, fancy cars, artwork, jewelry. They were also a King of Wands. So weird that I'm getting this download. How interesting. Wow. The Knight of Wands. The page, it's, what did this Queen of Pentacles in reverse buy? She bought these things. She was the one that purchased them. A Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's what she's been purchasing, what she's been buying. The Empress in reverse, Queen of Swords. This is why they're trying to defend themselves to the authorities. This is why they're trying so hard to defend themselves in court, to the law, to their lawyers. Or they think this is their defense. King of Cups, this is what they think is their defense. This King of Cups in reverse with the money. No, I never got paid. I never got any money. No, it's just sitting in some safe deposit box, right? Waiting for you to get out. This person's just waiting to get out, and then they're going to go on the run with all these jewels, right? The Knight of Cups. This is why they tried to take you out in the past. This is why they're trying so hard to take you out. What does the ring have to do with it? What does this engagement ring, what does this jewelry have to do with it? Is there a connection there? Did they buy that jewelry that they gave the Queen of Wands on the same day that they bought a bunch of shit that they pumped into a safe deposit box? Because that's what they don't want it to come out. They desperately don't want it to come out about some sort of a ring, engagement ring, some sort of jewelry that they gave to someone else as a bribe, right? As a token. So why? Is it all on the same receipt? Is it all on the same receipt? Did they buy it from the same store on the same day? How much did they rack up on that one receipt, huh? That's what I'm wondering right now. What an interesting download. So let's see. Okay, closing words here. The Empress. Judgment. You're under judgment now. Oops. You're under judgment now. Okay, so I hope this helps, okay? I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time. Bye.